Let's go. Let's see here. Perfection. Huh. There we go. There we go. I think price is coming up to this line right here. 50% of 50% of this swing from here to here is here. 50%. Take this liquidity, tap to 50%, fail back lower. That's what I am willing to bet on. All right, so price did go up to where I said it would. And let's see if it has the reaction that I thought it would. No trigger, no trade. Pretty nice push here. Got to be a little patient. Some decent momentum and volume. All right, outside bar here. Not my favorite kind of trigger. This is a reversal. Reversal already happened. Almost perfectly from the level. Close below this inefficiency would be very interesting. Nope. Nice wick. Let's see if we can get a second chance. Big volume here though. I say big volume, but above average volume here and here. Let's see. Early shorts. These are the early shorts. Super aggressive entry here. You only got 23 points if you took the break of this candle. All right, lower high. Inside down close. Gotta be really careful here. Nice short signal, lower high. Just still think that they want to punish the early shorts. All right, and they did. Like a short a little bit better, but also have to be careful that we're not flipping bullish for the day, considering we hit the higher time frame objective. A lot of volatility right now. Very nice. This is the reaction that I thought we would have from here. Let's see if we can get a 50% tap entry at this line right there. Super aggressive here. It's tempting almost to even put a limit order here. All right. Pretty nice short signal here. Let's say some all right, let's share the link. Stream links, boom. Righty. All right, inside down close, another short signal here. Like this short signal, the less than 20 points of risk. Decent upside momentum currently. Just have to be a little patient grabbing a short. However, due for a nice pullback. Haven't swept a low since here. So higher low, higher low, higher low. This was a baby sweep right here. Let's see. Waiting for that clean trigger. Inside down close, wick, no. Candle taken out here. Just keeping my measurements up to date. Take that off. All right, a little bit of displacement here. Okay, interesting short opportunity there. Like I said, really have to be patient. It's not a signal. No trigger, no trade. 50% of this swing is right there. Down. 50% back. Decent reaction here. Okay, we're building the short thesis. A little bit of evidence. Nice bearish bar. We're on the 15-second. All right. Evo 7. Market's opening here. What makes sense? Highest imbalance on the 15-minute is up here. 5-minute. Getting a reversal here on the 5-minute. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nope, we're not allowed to do that, remember? Nope, we're not allowed. All right. Let's see here. Long trigger from the perfect location. Could tap one more time. You don't want to see a close below this level And if you do, then you like the short even more. All right. No. What did I say? What did I say, Mama? No. Go down. Go down. You stay. Bedtime. 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 Okay. Righty. Short from around here. Decent odds right now. Bearish bar almost completely erased immediately. I mean, bullish bar almost completely erased immediately. And not that much volume here. Little less volume there. No trigger, no trade, but like I said, I like a short from around here. Here we go. That's what I'm saying. You got to be short. I mean, patient. Trying to get short here. We're creeping up on the open, and it just needs to be really super clear level with a super clear signal. Let's put in a smiley face with the drooling lip. You know, like you smile, but you're drooling. Is there just like a free drawing? Demonstration. Hold Alt for temporary drawing. Wow. Now that's pretty cool. I like this. Good for streaming, eh? Pretty good, eh? Let me time the delay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe there's like a 6 or 7 second delay here. That's really not good if you're trading. Let's see. So clean channel rolling down here. Converging moving averages. Lows taken. All right. So enough of a short signal here to trigger some activity. Nice short activity here. Slight smiley face with the drool. Very weak looking bull bar, but it is ever so slightly a reversal. Micro reversal on the 1 second. Wow, we got a reversal on the 1 second. Inside up on the 5 second. Inside up on the 15 second. Nah, bro. That ain't the candle. That is an inside up close right here. for a long reversal, but we cracked through this moving average. No immediate bounce here. Tapping this trend line. Another inside up close. Okay, cracking the high of that bar. See, it's going to rip up pretty nicely when it does break higher. Should get a pretty clean bounce. Swing here. I'm looking for something from here like that. Clean moving average right there. Almost to 50% of this swing perfectly. Love this long. If I can just get a little bit of a better signal. Oh my gosh. It's a boner. Look at this candle. So I said I love this long. Just got to be really patient here. Shorts down to this moving average. Yeah, see, so this is why you got to be careful here and patient. Barely touched. Not a clean signal. You get one bar out of it. It's a nice reaction. But you didn't hit a real objective here. I mean, swept some liquidity. Basically 50% of this. Selling is coming in. This is this moving average area here. All right, we got another inside up on the 30. Short from here. In this area. Down to this moving average. Possibly, maybe. See, now 50% of this swing for a long, up to 50% of this swing for a short down to the moving average. No one really calls the market like that, do they? Do they, though? Can they, though? Like this, actually, to return to around here. Possibly this area. Even possibly up here. Don't want to see it go above here if I'm playing for this level just yet. 10 minutes until market opens. Let's see. All right, tippy tap the moving averages perfectly. Nice reaction. What did I say though? 50% is here. Could return as high as here. Looking for a short down to the moving average. Nice short signal right here. Just falling short of this 50% line though. Clean. That's clean. It's a clean rejection right there. Hmm. 15-minute chart has a nice reversal look to it, huh? This candle just looks nice. 10-minute, 5-minute. Not the best looking reversal, but definitely a reversal. Let's see here. Hey, easy. Stop it. Stop it. Good girl. All right. Well, looks like we got our pull back down to the 20. Big wick, clean reversal long. Price did not retrace as much as I thought it would, or as much as I wanted it to. So let us update our levels. Ooh, nice target here. 50% is coinciding with this level. We already have our long signal. Gonna want a long entry from 50% of this. I actually still prefer the short from this level here. Yes, and you have this moving average even coincide, these moving averages coinciding with it. This would be a short, clean short signal in this area I would have to consider. Let's see this. Okay. B is for box. So we're not getting the full retracement you would expect. And that is suggesting the market is weaker. Huh. Yep. Okay, so weaker than expected activity here. Nice. Definitely looking for shorts. And definitely need an entry. Cannot just chase price. That is not what we do. All right, inside up close, pushing higher, sort of doing its job a bit. Possible short here. Don't want to be too eager after this bounce. That's going to be a big wick on the 30-second. Let's see, 1 minute. All looks pretty bearish. Clean, healthy pullback here. Got a bull flag in the works. So could certainly see a bounce up to this area. At the open. I'll be taking a short near the open if we get a pop up to around here. Just try to manage my risk a little bit. This is the type of signal I like to look for just before the open, except it's not a trigger. Price has to pull back a little bit more for me to get a signal. Nothing to do, just chilling. Okay. Starting to find fair value here a little bit. Inside of this wonky range. Right. So here you have an institutional value line. Nice. Here we go. Inside down close, no. Break, retest, nope. Inside down close. Hidden S&D right here. %50 of that level is here. Did snag this liquidity right before open. Interesting. Almost a buy signal. Almost. I can't take a buy right here. No, I'm not going long. No. Wick is just long enough for me to get stopped had I actually done it. Boom. Tagged this perfectly. Huge wick. Let's just see. 20 period here for a bounce. Up to 50% perfectly. Inside down close. Very uncertain here. I need a little more information, bro. Okay. Nice signal. Huge risk. Nice short signal. $70 a risk to take that. And too close to the open. So nice. Here we go. Alright, just watching some higher time frame charts over there. Let's get our full range here. Boom. No inefficiency yet. 50% is here. All the moving averages and levels are here. This doesn't hold for a bounce. It's looking pretty sad. We're getting very sad here. See how this candle closes. I'm not about to take any action without any triggers. So I'm still looking for a short. Let's see. We have the 200 is way up here. That'll be a nice move if it bounces that high. But here we are, failing the 50% of this swing. Yes, didn't hold. Like I said, it would be pretty sad. Possible initial imbalance in the works here. Possible long here, actually. Tapping the low. Friday. Okay. 50% of this swing here. Nice short signal. Just got to be a little patient. We're right on that institutional value line. 50% of that swing. 50% of that swing. I don't think I want this one here anymore. Later, later, later. Nice. This, that. Okay. Let's see here. 20's failing. Let's just visit the regular trading hours. Massive puke again. Open range gap. Electronic trading hours. Sweet signal there. It's in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not interested. Clean short signal from this 50% level. Tap in the 20. Period moving average. Boom. Let's be patient here. Why is this like this? Sorry, my target was way off. Should have just drug it down. That was a good trade. Somehow when I took it though, I put my target way closer than my stop. Something was flipped there. I'm gonna have to watch the replay and see what happened with that. Actually, maybe see it here. Anyway, clean short signal from the area that I liked. That's the trade that I like. What was the outcome of that? $10. Let me just see what happened here. Just watching the replay right quick. Huh. Take profit was 120 ticks. Stop was 60 ticks when I hit the entry. So weird. $38 is only 70 something ticks. All right, that was a great trade. Weird platform error caused me some confusion, and I just jammed my stop into a bad location. Okay, just have to accept it and roll with the punches here. Pretty clean. Pretty clean though. 50% of the swing. That was a great entry actually. Let me see here. Entry was at 18,145. Very near the close of this, so almost perfect. Very little drawdown. All good in the hood. Know what's up with that though. This slow grind here is a little suspicious, right? Like they're lulling the sellers into just selling. Could easily bounce here. 50% of this main leg bounce up is here, coinciding with this liquidity, which was ever so slightly tapped. Inside up close. Very less than 10 points of risk if you take this trade there. Long. Yeah, I like this for a bounce. have to be honest about the irritation caused from that execution error. So want to be mindful of my mentality. It's Friday and I'm not trying to have no drama. So like that long, almost chased it. Gonna need an actual clean long trigger to go long here. This is actually a short signal. Where could shorts be going if they want to go somewhere? Overnight lows, London lows, definitely still viable. London lows are absolutely viable. Pull back up into the 20. You have these moving averages somewhat converging around here. Short signal here. Thought this was a little premature. Could definitely be wrong. Yep, that's a nice reaction. Let's see, should have had this measurement up faster. Oh yeah, perfect. 50% of this swing was right there with the signal. Just being patient. Just being patient. Nice. Taking this, pros trade the close. I did not actually wait for the close of this candle. I like the look of it, and I wanted to keep my wrist small, and I thought it might pop. What's so weird though, if you notice, it literally, it's not executing my orders properly. As I'm willing to take 30 points. So this is the trade. This is the trigger. This trigger actually suits my actual setup. I mean, it's an actual trigger that closes. Anyway, it put me in for $20 of risk, but my order's put in for 30. So something weird is going on here. On that note, I think I'm going to dip out of my cash account. No, I'll stick with it. I'm going to be stressing about this money. It's not an issue. Have to learn to accept the risk. Primary risk for me right now is continuing to look for long trades. Officially going to learn my lesson. Tried to take this short trigger. Execution error, small loss. Missed this one clean. Took a bad trade here. So now I just have to be patient enough to get another short trigger. Until then, there's nothing to do. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, gotta pay attention here. Oh, 2 short signals. Where you at? You losing focus here? Amazing. It's amazing how the market can fluctuate so fast. Thought I was going to have to be super patient when we were down here. Turns out, boom, in no time. That's a little bit embarrassing. New 15-minute candle starting here. We're going into the wick. Ooh, so everything is now. Let's get the initial imbalance drawn on here, which is here. Focus, focus, focus. Gotta be patient here. Do not want to try to catch a fallen knife right away and get smoked. Nice reaction there. Oh my gosh. I had to take that. Had to take that. Go. All right, risk free. Have to be patient here. Oh my god, that sucks, man. So close. Jeez and Pete. So close to my target. It's all good. I have to literally reset immediately. Let's go. We're battling here. Okay, no worries. We're battling here. Tempting to go long here. I think that oh my gosh. Just have to be patient. Market is an opportunity generating machine. Oh my god, I couldn't click it. I don't know why, I just couldn't let it go right there. Yeah, there's something, type of volatility, something going on right now. Let's see. 50% of this swing is there. Don't need that anymore. Don't. That's interesting level here. Should have took this short. Should have took it right at that yellow line. Let's see, almost a little something something here. Short from 50% of this level right here. Oh man, I just couldn't click it because pros trade to close. I wanted to see it close like. All right, exactly. Okay. I don't feel as bad now. Let's see, let some of this. Market's getting ornery. Back to the 20. Okay. Just got to let it stew for a minute. It's stewing right here a bit. You want to see the cherry tomatoes burst. Then you know the sauce is getting close to being done. Holding beneath the 20. Inside down, closing at 30 here. It's about to puke or spike and puke. I don't see it trending up today. And that's a short signal right there, ladies and gentlemen. Missed it. Short signal, super fast, super clean from this yellow line. Not sure why. I'm just not. This, man, this was so close. Let's see. Gotta just stay positive. Absolutely. I'm a professional trader all day, every day. Risk is fully managed in the knowledge of the ways of the charts is under my command. All right. Interesting how it reacts to here. Very interesting. Okay. Okay. Are you weak? .30 30-minute chart. Interesting. Yep. Inside down close. Top of the initial imbalance. Failing back down through. Failing back down through the 20. Okay. Okay, very nice. Inside down on the 30 and the 15. Reversal on the 5. Pushing off this moving average. Want to see a reaction from this low here. Okay. All right, now the question is 50% of this swing. Can we get a clean short from this level? Efficiency here. Ooh, cliffhanger. Double wicks, up close body, last one, cliff, fall off the cliff. Long signal fail. Here's another long signal. Will it fail? Interesting. And it will fail. Fail, fail, fail. One minute. Imbalance occurring there. Breaker. Mm-hmm. 50% of this swing, regular trading hours, entire range, lining up with this thing. Look at that spike. What are you going to do with that? Huge volume, big snap up. Did something happen in the market? Okay. Holding above the 50% now. Interesting reversal. Looks like on the 5. All right. Do you have what it takes to flip bias here? That's totally a momentum trade. Oh my God, short. No, I cannot take that short. Volume coming in here. Let's see. Contraction, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs. Possibly lows, but that's a lot of highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. So maybe we're going lows. Okay, you don't kiss? I will. Good girl, type. Good girl, Coco. I'm gonna get stuck on the. All right, clean reversal on the 15. Got lost on the 5-second. All good. Don't want to catch a fallen knife. Percent is there. Okay. Tempting to go long here, but again, you have this high, low, high, low, high going back for the lows here. This is too much risk. Holy moly, the volatility is very, very, very elevated. That's a little bit of a problem, actually. Have to increase the... Okay. Inside down close. I need to get better at just literally staring right at this chart like this. One tick, it looks like. All right, something is going to be happening today. Right in the middle of the range, you need a very, 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 very clean outline of your risk for a setup. I'm leaning towards short here from this level just because I have a short bias, right? That's not to say that it can't continue higher from here. I think it's ready to fail. I think we're ready to fail. Let's go to this chart. Let's look at the hourly. Gotta be patient. Nice. Nice. Way too big of a candle. %, of that. Inducement. Solid volume coming in on this sell, on this selling. Just trying to get a sense how it's moving on the lower. Yo, keep forgetting to put my mic closer. Alrighty, let's go. One tippy tap touch. Like this. Should be like this. Still today's entire range. Here, here, moving average. Boom, clean wick. Clean level. Totally clean short right here. I think I'm trying to be a little too precise as a trader. Need to get a little down and dirty with this chart. Here we go. I want to take this short to here. I think we're going to take out this level. Need to find a way to do it that manages my risk. Because so if I sell here, easily can pop up before it gets here. And then I'll just be spending money. And I have to get good odds on my money. No gambling. Possible double bottom too. So we could see a nice bounce from here. Long. Some people may be inclined to take this long actually. Oh God, I wanted to sell the bottom of this candle so bad. Just because these longs are definitely disappointed. They definitely have to sell their stops here. And this is definitely the target. Let's see something. 40 points. Dang, dude, the volatility is crazy right now. Look at that. That's a clean selling channel right there. That's pretty clean. All right. All red, Tesla down 7. Let's see. Something crazy could be about to happen. Can't buy it. Can't sell it. Well, I got some other stuff I want to do. At this point in the day, the odds are not in my favor. Man, did I read the market good. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it. All right, peace out.